And whatsoever you do, do it wholeheartedly as unto the Lord, and not unto men. Faith is not an excuse to not work hard. Lord's child.
Yo guys, what is good? Hopefully you guys been good. I've been good, been working hard, just on like some random stuff here in Minnesota, Minneapolis. It's not Minneapolis. I don't know why you always say that. It's actually just Minneapolis. Here at ascedbyme's house, and I just shot the video that you guys seen at the beginning of the video, just about working hard, and that's just been something that is very like prevalent right now because I'm at, this guy's house who I pretty much look up to, and one of the ways I look up to him is just because of his hard work and just how much work he puts into it, not just for the sake of doing it, but actually for the sake of like paying attention to detail, because God cares about that. He shared something with me that was really eye-opening for me, which was how like in the Old Testament when they were building the temple, and like God was instructing his people on what he wants to go in the temple, like how much detail God put into so many little things. And even when we look at the human body, it's just like how thoughtful God was with like making every single part of it and making every single part of us in such a specific way. And it inspires like me to take that same amount of care and same amount of detail when I'm creating art and creating things for God. So I made that thing at the beginning just to kind of like, I don't know, I want to get started on just making really good quality things, because I know there's just such a lack of that in the world today. I mean, not necessarily in the world, but more of like in the Christian realm. And this is something that me and Sed talked about on our podcast, or at least on my podcast that I shot, just about like not being corny and making Christian art and just like actually just being genuine and real and following the Bible for what it is. So yo, Sed, you busy? So I'm here with Sed, and he's just gonna talk to you guys about like his viewpoint on like why he works hard, and like I don't know, what's the point of working hard for you? I guess he just wants to dance right now. Bro, this looks so clean. Why does this look so clean?
Because you're using a monitor, bro.
Let's get that other chair for you.
Straight, bro.
Did that hurt?
No.
So talk about like, why do you work so hard? Like, what's the point of working hard for you? Like, what do you gain out of it? And like, why do you feel like you need to?
I feel like I've always had this mentality of working hard since I was a little kid, around like 14, 15 years old, because I was put in a circumstance where I had no choice but to work hard. Mm-hmm. And what I realized was when you work hard, results come. And it's no different from like if you're doing a bad habit and you continue with that bad habit, bad things will come from that. And I just realized this pattern of like, if you work hard, things will come to fruition, whether it's good or bad. And when I was young, I realized that in like with football and school and whatever, and I always thought it was me doing it, man. If I work hard, all these things would come true and stuff like that. And as I got older and I started to find Jesus and I found my faith, I realized that God gives us good things. He gives us talent. He gives us a brain. He gives us will to do things, and we are supposed to use those things for His glory and to honor Him. Mm-hmm. So when I read God's word, and like I read, I think I told you about this, about reading in the temple, about reading about when God made the temple, how He cared about every small detail. And for me, when I create videos or make any kind of art, I make sure that everything is done right and done for the right reasons, because God gave us the power to create art. God gave us the power to tell a message and tell stories. And I think when you put all that you have into those things, it means more to God, and He would bring that to fruition. So work hard in whatever you do, because it matters. Don't take shortcuts, and trust the process. Take a break. I think people always forget, bro. Like, don't just like do stuff to do it and feel like you gotta pump stuff out. Do it for God. And sometimes it's taking a break. God rested. You know what I'm saying? Jesus took His time and went to go rest. You know what I'm saying? So it's about a balance. But at the end of the day, you have a gift. You have a story. And God has something in your heart for you to do. And I think if you pursue that with Him in mind and give everything that you have, all your dreams will come true even more, because God blesses those who do things for Him. So.
That's so true. And I love that you talk about that, because one thing you always say that I love is, faith is not an excuse to work hard, but you just said something that was also key, which was there is a balance. So explain somewhat of the balance, like between like, okay, letting God have His way, but also putting in my work. Because that's the thing with like YouTube and just like picking all that stuff. So explain kind of like how you navigate through that a little bit.
Well, so for me, like, I mean, you know me, bro. I'm really scheduled, like, with my time. I take every Sunday and I plan out my whole week to kind of make sure that I'm hitting, like, the things that I feel like I need to do to, you know, execute God's work. That's sleeping, you know what I'm saying? That's reading the Bible. That's creating my videos. That's talking to people. That's calling my family. So the balance is I have to target all these things the right way and give them time to come to fruition. That makes sense. So like if I need to take a certain amount of hours of sleep, I know if I don't take this amount of hours of sleep, I'm going to be tired and I can't execute on all the stuff that I have to do. Then again, if I don't take enough time to take 2-3 hours to make this video, I'm not going to make it, and then I'm going to be behind 2 videos and I'm going to be stressed out. So it's really important to manage your time the right way. Now another way of balance is like if I'm working on a video at 10 o'clock, right, at night, and I'm tired, I'm really tired, but I want to get this video done before the next day. Well, I have to listen to my spirit and say, you need to go to bed and get up tomorrow morning and work on it then.
That's good.
Then that way I get up the next morning and I look at the video, I'm not spending the last 2 hours like tired doing it, and I gotta wake up the next day and I'm tired the next day, and on top of that I gotta make all the mistakes that I made, that I gotta clean up for all the mistakes that I made the last 2 hours I was editing it.
Right.
So it's like, it's all about that balance and listening to your spirit and listening to your body and understanding like where you're at when you're creating and doing stuff for God.
That's good, bro.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
I be rambling a lot of time, bro.
No, I think you say like you speak your mind, and there's like a lot of good truth in even the little things when you feel like you're rambling. But you want to tell them what we're working on while I'm here, just like music aspects, because I know some people might be music like or any like all the stuff that we're working on.
Yeah, so the stuff that we're working on is like I want to have music. Everything that I do, I want it to be like I want to work with people who have depth to what they're doing. And like I love music. Obviously, like when people watch my channel, it's like very jazzy, lo-fi, deep thinking kind of music. You know what I'm saying? So I told you, I was like, I want you to kind of just take over the channel and make the music for me, and that way like you can get full credit for like the music, because what Montell's doing is fantastic, doing everything for the Lord and doing everything for God and glorifying Him. So anyways, before rudeness interrupted me, so I wanted him to take all over the music, and the first thing he did was the lo-fi Christmas, and I loved it, and I was like, man, I want to kind of do another project like that where it's like for spring, like doing it every season. So now we're working on the lo-fi spring album. We call it an album?
I don't know. It's like an album EP. It's just gonna be a bunch of beats like that are lo-fi in the feel of spring. So be on the look for that. But that's pretty much it, bro. I appreciate you, man. And we're gonna be working hard. I'm probably not gonna be vlogging that much, but you might catch like a video like this.
Tell them about that workout you got in this morning.
Oh my gosh. So this guy just gave me the most terrible workout. I felt like I was not gonna be surviving. If he would have made me go 5 rounds, I might have walked out. I'm sorry. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching so much. It's your boy Montell Fish. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Peace.